receiver DeAndre Hopkins to Kansas City for a fifth-round pick that could become a fourth-rounder for the Titans, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa returned to practice as a limited participant Wednesday for the first time since suffering a concussion back in Week 2 and is in line to start Sunday against the Cardinals. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill had a message for fantasy owners saying, quote, "We're back, baby. Start me this week. Let's go." Panthers head coach Dave Canales announcing on Wednesday that Bryce Young will start Sunday against the Broncos. This coming a day after Andy Dalton and his family were in a car accident. Dalton sprained his thumb in that accident and says he is day-to-day. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara agreed to a 2-year, $24.5 million contract extension that includes over $22 million guaranteed, according to NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Did you know that Wendy's has any size soft drinks for just $1? Yeah, any size, anytime. Like $1 Coke, $1 Sprite, or even $1 strawberry Fanta. Okay, could we maybe switch up the sound effect? Please? I'm losing it. Wow, no, not that. Any size soft drink for just $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Well, happy Thursday to you, the 24th day of October, 2024. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Grimace. Okay, isn't that what the Mets fans were pushing? Grimace?
Yep, they got that too.
Okay, well, Grimace, of course, is purple. And today is Wear Purple Day.
And for Wovenhaven, yeah, they're doing a special thing. I believe it's National Wear Purple Day for Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yes.
Yeah, good
so
stuff.
You're wearing purple. I have about as close to purple as I have in my closet. I'm wearing dark blue. Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Well, if you drink a Grimace shake, you might turn purple.
I probably would. And 3 shades of green, no doubt.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I have no problems with the weather we are experiencing. It's warm in the daytime and absolutely gorgeous. And for the most part, no wind. And I'm not complaining a bit. So, well, have you been following this? Dodger star Shohei Ohtani's historic 50-50 baseball has been sold at auction. $4,392,000 for the baseball. Yeah, the identity of the buyer has not been revealed, and I figure it's probably because, well, the guy doesn't want his wife to find out. You did what? Okay. Anyway, and let's look back in history. On this date in 1901, Anna Edson Taylor went over Niagara Falls in a barrel. She became the first person to survive that journey over the famous waterfall. I understand she did the stunt to secure financial security and lived on to promote her accomplishment. Kind of like a turn-of-the-century Kardashian.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure what we did, but we did it, and we're making a lot of money because we did. Okay, are you ready for birthdays?
Let's do it.
Former Rolling Stones bass player Bill Wyman is 88. How did that happen? Better yet, how did Keith Richards make it? Actor F. Murray Abraham is 85. Director David S. Ward, he did The Sting, one of my all-time favorite movies. He's 79. Actor Kevin Kline, 77. Actor Doug Davidson, 70. Actor B.D. Wong, 64. Actor Zahn McClarnon is 58. Let's see. Actor Tim Pocock is 39. Drake, 38. Actor Shania Grimes, 35. Actor Eliza Taylor, 35. Actor Ashton Sanders, 29. Actor Hudson Yang, 21. Local birthdays, we've got them coming up.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes for Jason Weber, Joanne Hurtado, Christine Martinez, Emmanuel Becerra, Molly Garcia, Christine Martinez, Riley James Nixon, Sylvia Chavez, Isabella Vargas, Aurea Oropesa, Brian Robertson, Clarissa Cordero, Daniela Lizarriga, Emma Jones, Gloria Grijalva, Jason Jernigan, Sandy Rose, Nathan Manzo, Zolima Martinez, Davian Pena, and Joe Fennell. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. Let's see. Halloween. Less than a week. Well, Halloween is a week from today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And lots of events going on this weekend. And I'm still wondering, will the kids be out trick-or-treating on Halloween night, or are they going to be all Halloweened out?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a Halloweenie. Show up and trick-or-treat on Halloween, right? Okay, Halloween. It's a time of year to pretend that all the dust and cobwebs in the house are Halloween decorations, right?
Exactly.
Give you an excuse not to dust. Okay, and not to displace a few spiders. Okay,
Gotta keep it
we've
spooky.
got news. Are you ready?
Yep.
We're going to jump in with a look at world and California news headlines to begin with, all brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. The owners of a nursing home in Colorado are expected to change their pleas to guilty today to charges of hiding 190 decaying bodies and sending fake ashes to families, all while spending hundreds of $thousands in pandemic relief money on themselves. KKTV's Melissa Henry.
How we've learned of this plea deal is through the victims. They have been forwarding along what appears to be official messaging from the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Boeing workers have rejected a new contract offer that does not bring back a pension plan yanked a decade ago.
I think we have the upper hand on Boeing, and it's good to just keep looking for something better.
It did include a 35% pay raise over 4 years. Secretary of State Blinken's announced another $135 million in U.S. aid for Palestinians.
We all know that it's not enough to provide funding. It's not even enough to get the assistance to the borders of Gaza. What's so critical is that the aid gets to the people who need it.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. The trial of Nima Momeni continues in San Francisco. He's the man accused of stabbing tech executive Bob Lee to death last year. Momeni's sister saying her brother was acting in self-defense, and it was Lee who was aggressive in the altercation. Lee's brother angered by the testimony.
It was really hard today to see, because our kind of have two sides. One side is that she's really heartbroken for my brother's death, and the other side, she takes every opportunity to assassinate his character.
Prosecutors have described Momeni as a wannabe tough guy big brother, accusing him of stabbing Lee out of anger. Menlo Park is the wealthiest zip code in the country, but teachers there say they aren't making a livable wage and don't have fully funded health care, so now they're on strike.
We currently do not have full benefits, and we are one of the lowest paid of comparables in our district for starting salary.
Jennifer Montalvo, the Los Lamitos Education Association. The teachers working without a contract for more than a year. Gas prices in the state averaging $4.61 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
Halloween's coming alive at Target. Jackie and Gordy, the Jack-O-Lanterns, here with a front porch view of Target's Halloween deals, like Best House on the Block trick-or-treat candy starting at $5.99.
Sweet. Don't forget, can't wait to wear it costumes from $15.
Can't wait to see it. Oh, and decorating and pumpkin carving kits for $5.
That's how I got my big toothy grin.
This week only, trick-or-treat candy starts at $5.99, costumes from $15, and decorating and pumpkin carving kits for $5. Make your Halloween come alive at Target. Restrictions apply.
Buying or selling a home is a big deal. Literally. It's one of the largest financial transactions you're likely to make. So work with someone who will work with your best interests in mind. Someone who agrees to operate with transparency, honesty, and fairness every step of the way. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and are bound by a strict code of ethics that requires they put your interests above their own. Because that's who we are. Make sure your agent is a Realtor.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO News, the 2023 annual crop and livestock report, has been released. Here's George Gale.
Imperial County Agricultural Commissioner Jolene Desert presented the report to the County Board of Supervisors on Tuesday. Annual report shows the estimated acreage, yield, and gross production value of agriculture commodities and livestock in the county. Total gross production values for 2023 was 2.36% above last year at nearly $2.7 billion. Cattle remains the number one commodity in Imperial County for the 66th year in a row. The top 10 crops in the county include alfalfa, leaf lettuce, head lettuce, spinach, onions, broccoli, Bermuda, carrots, and alfalfa seed. According to the report, Imperial County remains the sole producer of sugar beets in California. Increases in value were seen in cattle, fruit, and nut crops, vegetable and melon crops, and seed crops. 2023 Crop and Livestock Report is available on the County Ag Commissioner's website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And today is Purple Thursday. Woman Haven Center for Family Solutions encourages everyone to wear purple today. National Wear Purple Day is a national day of action, and each October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I am wearing purple as we speak. And looks like somebody left the water on. Flooding causes road closure after just after midnight. The California Highway Patrol closed Carter Road. It was closed from Webster to Elder Roads. It was caused by runoff from a nearby field. Barricades were set up at both ends of the closure due to the flooding. As of 3:30 this morning, the road remained closed as crews worked to clean up flooding. Southern California Gas was also called just in case of gas lines running underground in the area. KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
First Responders Day. The city of El Centro will host their second National First Responders Day this Saturday. Here's George Gale.
The event will honor the bravery and dedication of the city's first responders with 9 new names added to the First Responders Wall. The event recognizes individuals from law enforcement, fire service, emergency medical services, and emergency dispatchers who have served the community. The 9 inductees are Amadio Sanabria, Fran Coronel, Jeff A. Mason, and Larry W. Zinn from the El Centro Police Department, Chad Whitlock, Oscar Jauregui, Thomas Garner, Michael Pat Apalategui, and Alvin Lefty Martin from the El Centro Fire Department. A public is invited to attend the ceremony at 9 a.m. Saturday, October 26th. First Responders Park is located in the 1900 block of North Waterman in El Centro. The El Centro Mayor, Sylvia Marroquin, said this is an opportunity to express deep gratitude to the men and women who protect and serve El Centro. Adding these 9 names to the wall will ensure their contributions are remembered for future generations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And there's an open house and grand opening. It's for the new Brawley Youth Center. It is a partnership between the Brawley Police Department and the Imperial Valley Housing Authority. The center will provide a safe space for local youth to participate in soccer, boxing, and the Brawley Police Explorers program, with more activities to come. The open house will be at 11 this morning. The grand opening ceremony will start at 4:30 p.m. The open house will continue following the ceremony. The new youth center is located at 1250 North Imperial Avenue in Brawley. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Absolute Dollar, now open at 524 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro. Absolute Dollar are family-owned and run stores dedicated to providing quality products at affordable prices. Come in now for 10% off on all Halloween items. Great prices and a great selection. Deals you can't pass up. Absolute Dollar, now open at 524 East Annenberg Drive in El Centro. Come in now. Absolute Dollar.
Page 2 of the local news is brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. Don't forget, it's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Burgers and Beer.
There's an Altar de Muertos, a vibrant celebration of Mexican culture and tradition. Here's George Gale.
It is the grand opening of the exhibit, Altar de Muertos. Exhibit is hosted by the Carmen Durazo Cultural Arts Center. It's hosted by the Kxo Recreation Department. Grand opening of the exhibit starts Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. It'll take place at the Carmen Durazo Cultural Arts Center at 421 Heffernan Avenue in Kxo. The event includes special performances by the talented Kxo Recreation Department and the Kxo High School folkloric dancers. Also, the department will exhibit artistic skull decorating, papel picado, and paper flowers from workshop participants. The Altar de Muertos exhibition will run through November 11th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Veterans Memorial Way. City of Brawley to host a grand opening. The City of Brawley announced the grand opening and renaming of a portion of Northwestern Avenue. It is being renamed Veterans Memorial Way in honor of their veterans and their dedicated service to the nation. The city invites all veterans, community members, and stakeholders to join in the celebration. It will take place on October 30th at 9 a.m. at the intersection of West Trail Street and Northwestern Avenue. Inmates sentenced. District Attorney's Office announces sentencing. Here's George Gale.
District Attorney George Marquez announced the sentencing. He said Brian Cook and Charles DeMar were sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Aaron Tyler Glenn at the Calipatria State Prison. He said both defendants will be eligible for parole consideration after 20 years consecutive to their current prison terms. DeMar is already serving a life sentence. Cook was scheduled for release on parole this December. Cook's conviction will impact that parole. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And it's finally here, Drug Take-Back Day. Saturday is the Drug Enforcement Administration's Drug Take-Back Day. This is the DEA's 27th National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. Collection sites will be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. throughout the United States. They will be collecting tablets, capsules, patches, and other solid forms of prescription drugs. This day presents an opportunity to prevent pill abuse, theft, and accidental poisoning by ridding households of expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs. Vaping devices will be accepted provided lithium batteries are removed. Liquids, syringes, and other sharps and illegal drugs will not be accepted. In Yuma, the collection center will be at the Yuma Sheriff's Office at Foothills Substation. And in Imperial County, the DEA will be at the Starbucks on South 4th Street in El Centro. That'll be this Saturday. KXO News Time, just about 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from just $8 and up. For October, enjoy a refreshing bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for only $5.50 or a Jaeger Mojito. And don't miss our Oktoberfest burger. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, strong high pressure will persist over the region through this weekend, leading to above normal temperatures, highs mostly in the mid-90s across the Imperial or Yuma valleys. That's about 10 degrees above normal. Temperatures are expected to cool to below normal again by next Tuesday as a mostly dry weather system passes through the region Monday into Tuesday. Breezy conditions and increased cloudiness can be expected with this weather system. 96 the high yesterday, 57 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 97 and light wind. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 64, light wind. Sunny tomorrow with a high near 96, light wind. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 96, light wind. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 96, light wind becoming south-southwest about 5 miles an hour. 62 degrees, 45% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Air quality good everywhere except unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico with elevated PM10. Local news, page 2 in the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Uline is here for the hard workers, for the ones rolling up their sleeves, working round the clock, and getting the job done. You're dedicated to doing what it takes to keep a business growing. Uline is dedicated to helping you make that happen. Working 7 days a week, staying fully stocked and ready to ship any of our 41,000 items the same day. Uline, your shipping and industrial supply specialists. Visit uline.com.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From First Time Nana Moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To Annual Girls Trip Moments. Your can't miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball's World Series kicks off tomorrow. It'll be the Yankees, it'll be the Dodgers, it'll be at Dodger Stadium, and game 1 of the best of 7 series for the crown. And Thursday night football tonight, the Vikings and the Rams will go at it. We've got game on AM 1230. Coverage starts at 4:30 this afternoon. And NBA basketball action, yeah, they're underway. Yeah, it's a year-round sport. The Pacers pounded the Pistons 115-109. Hawks hammered the Nets 120-116. Magic mauled the Heat 116-97. Bucks beat up on the 76ers 124-109. Cavaliers clobbered the Raptors 136-106. Hornets rolled. They beat the Rockets 110-105. Warriors whipped the Trailblazers 139-104. Grizzlies slipped by the Jazz, 126-124. Pelicans beat up on the Bulls, 123-111. And the Suns went overtime to beat the Clippers, 116-113.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And there is football in the Imperial Valley tonight. Yeah, Palo Verde will be at Holtville for an important game there. Holtville puts their undefeated record on the line. Tomorrow night, it will be high school football. Vincent Memorial will be at Calipatria. Southwest at Calexico. John Driffel and I will bring you that game on KXORadio.com. And it will be Brawley at Imperial. That game with Mickey Dale, George Grahava will be on AM 1230. Also on KXORadio.com and YouTube. Central has the bye. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Hi, I'm Tracy with KXO Radio, and this Saturday, the DEA is having another drug take-back event. Clean them out, bring them to us, keep them safe. It's this Saturday, the National Drug Take-Back event. Too often, unused prescription drugs, they find their way into the wrong hands. Yeah, we don't want this to happen. Now, I'll be broadcasting the National Drug Take-Back event from 10 a.m. until noon at the Starbucks, 4th and Wake in El Centro. Remember, this Saturday, Starbucks, 4th and Wake in El Centro, National Drug Take-Back Day.
And we've got a look at financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal. Southwest Postal, the only postal box service that offers 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. You'll find Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Boeing machinists voted against a new labor deal that included 35% wage increases over 4 years. This will extend a more than 5-week strike that has halted most of the company's aircraft production, which is centered in the Seattle area. The contract's rejection by 64% of the voters is another major setback for the company, which warned earlier that it would continue to burn cash through 2025 and reported a $6 billion quarterly loss. A simple majority was needed to approve that contract. According to the union, there were no pension plans included in that contract, and that's what the workers want. The strike is costing the company about $1 billion a month, according to S&P Global Ratings, and it has put Boeing's investment-grade credit rating at risk, which could drive up its borrowing cost just as it seeks to raise cash. Elsewhere, in the world of high finance, Tesla reported third-quarter earnings that topped analyst estimates, even as revenue came in just shy of expectations. The stock popped up 10.7% in pre-market trading. Revenue for Tesla increased 8% in the quarter from $23.35 billion a year earlier. Net income rose to about $2.17 billion, or 62 cents a share, up from 53 cents a share a year ago. Profit margins were bolstered by $739 million in automotive regulatory credit revenues during the quarter. On the big board, it's mixed right now. Dow off 120 points at 42,393. The S&P 500 up 10. And the NASDAQ up 86 points at 18,362. Oil moving up again. Oil at, gold up $12.30 an ounce. Oil is down 45 cents a barrel. And again, you're going to see that drop at the pump today. Yeah, they're out changing the signs already. Meanwhile, jobless claims fell again as the effects of the hurricanes in the southeast begin to fade. Layoffs are back at very low levels.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 97, light wind. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 64, light wind. Tomorrow is sunny with a high near 96, light wind. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 96 and light wind. 63 degrees downtown, 35% our relative humidity. The wind is calm. Air quality good everywhere except unhealthy for sensitive groups in Calexico. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal. Southwest Security is a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. CBS News is coming up. We'll take you around the world and let you know what's happening. We have just taken you around the block and let you know what's happening around the Imperial Valley.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. Boeing machinists on a picket line again today, the morning after rejecting the aircraft maker's latest contract offer. The company proposed boosting wages and some benefits, but refused a major demand, restoration of a pension plan.
I would love to have my pension back. I really am, I'm bitter about it. We're all bitter about it. It felt like, they stabbed us.
CBS's Chris Van Cleve is at a Boeing plant in Renton, Washington.
This strike has crippled Boeing. Essentially, Boeing cannot build commercial airplanes in the Pacific Northwest, which is the heart of its commercial airplane division.
On his latest Middle East trip, Secretary of State Blinken is in Qatar's capital, trying to calm tensions.
Secretary Blinken in Doha said Hamas leader Sinwar was the main obstacle in the ceasefire talks, and with his death, they will resume.
What we really have to determine is whether Hamas is prepared to engage starting in the coming days.
He also said after a U.S. warning, Israel is doing more to allow additional aid into Gaza, but it's not enough.
We have a list of very specific actions that we are tracking every single day.
Failure to meet those demands could jeopardize U.S. arms shipments to Israel.
A Colorado couple who ran a funeral home is expected to plead guilty to federal charges today. They're accused of misspending hundreds of thousands in COVID relief. And prosecutors say they stored dozens of decaying bodies and sent families who chose cremation fake ashes. North Carolina state legislators at work today considering more relief for the recovery from Hurricane Helene.
North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper says Hurricane Helene caused at least $53 billion in damage across the mountains of western North Carolina.
It is no exaggeration to describe Helene as the deadliest and most damaging storm ever to hit North Carolina.
The Democratic governor is asking the Republican-controlled legislature to approve nearly $4 billion in initial financial aid. Helene claimed at least 96 lives in the state. 26 people are still missing. Jim Crisula, CBS News, Greensboro, North Carolina.
They're celebrating a championship today in New York City. Big turnout for the parade honoring the WNBA champion New York Liberty.
I feel like they're family because we did this together. I thank them so much. I'm so glad I could be here for them.
North Carolina State quarterback Grayson McCall has announced his retirement from football on advice from doctors after a recent concussion. Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 146 points. The S&P and NASDAQ are higher. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Britain's health service is enlisting artificial intelligence to predict a patient's risk of premature death.
In a world first, 2 hospital systems in London are testing what's being billed as a superhuman AI tool. The system, called AIR, can analyze a patient's electrocardiogram and accurately predict the 10-year risk of death by spotting problems in the structure of the heart that doctors can't see. That can allow them to intervene early enough to prolong the patient's life. Hundreds of people will be involved in the pilot program in the hopes that it will eventually be offered to heart patients across the UK. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Singer Cardi B says she's been hospitalized with a medical emergency and will have to miss a performance at an Atlanta music festival this weekend. She gave no details, but does say on Instagram that she's been recovering for the last couple of days. She gave birth to her 3rd child less than 2 months ago. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it.
12:30.